One of the best songs ever made. Welcome back, everybody. She and I am your host, Beloved. And like always, I have a special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and Beloved, the husband and wife duo. You didn't know you need, but you got us, and we. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn, for yourself. Let me tell you, before I ask you how your week was, I got to start off by saying that song. I told Indy this past weekend. Probably top 5 songs ever made. If you're watching on YouTube, Sexy Love by Neo, top 5 song ever written.
But that was on his first.
I don't care what it could have been on his last or first album.
That whole album was nice. I loved it.
I'm not like
You're not
Neo
a super Neo
stan,
friend.
you know what I mean? I'm not about to go listen to a whole Neo album front to back.
I was back then.
But when that Sexy Love is on, kiss the baby, because I'm all into the sex. Listen, if we could go and get married again, and if I could do my thing and propose all over again, I would have that song playing somewhere in the script, right? Like that song would be somewhere in the marriage script. So much so that I wanted to play another song right now, but I didn't do it. We just recently came upon our 9th year anniversary of proposing. Give it up.
Of the engagement.
Oh, my bad. Of the engagement. I don't even know what it's called. I just do my thing. But we got engaged 9 years ago.
January 26th.
January 26th. 9 years ago. Now listen, if you haven't seen it or if you haven't heard it, I'm going to give you the abridged version because I'm going to brag on myself. Take some time.
The video is still on YouTube.
It's on my YouTube channel, matter of fact.
I didn't even know that's where it was. All you got to do is go on YouTube and search.
Bear the Indian engagement.
Now it's like your proposal or something like that.
It's going to pop up. But anyway, one of my favorite shows on television is Martin. And I always said when I got married, I want to do it like Martin. And if you don't know the Martin scene, he was sitting there with Gina and he had the homies come out offering her some things that he really couldn't afford. So I wanted to reenact it, put my own twist on it. I couldn't afford Brian McKnight. So I couldn't, that's what they call him, Brian McKnight. So I didn't have Brian McKnight, but what I did have was a violinist at the top of the pedestrian bridge in Nashville. Shout out to my guy, Andrew, who I walked through the entire process with. And I went through, had different people stopping us along the way throughout that day, asking us to buy something from them. But I had to place the people. Told my homegirl that I work with, you be over here, I'm going to walk towards you. Told my other homegirl that I work with, you be over there. Mind you, my homegirls that I work with, they also initiated friends to help because she knew a lot of them. So we had to get some help, outside help. It took me about 3 months to plan my proposal out, but I knocked this shit out of the park.
It was good.
And she said,
good.
Obviously, she said yes, because I get enough of this funky. I just want to put it out there. Before we got on the mic, before we got on the mic, she also hit me with, what you tell her? What did you tell her?
So I'm still a little swollen.
She's not, but she thinks she is.
I can't fit anything in my closet. Everything that I've worn on the past 4 episodes of the podcast have been brand spanking new.
She ain't lying. She been popping tags.
I can't wear anything in my closet. And it's fine to be expected, I guess. Although
been popping tags.
I'm almost 5 weeks postpartum.
Give it up for you. You look good,
and
queen.
I will say that with Blake, I had already lost all of my baby weight by the time I was 6 weeks postpartum. So I looked that I had taken that week. I was back in my stomach was flat, nothing. This process with Shiloh has been a bit slower. And it's fine.
But you look good.
I my ring has not been able to fit comfortably on my finger. And so I told him, I said, dang, my ring's still not, fitting on there comfortably. And I was like, maybe we should just wait because the upgrade's coming soon, right?
It's crazy. She wants an upgrade over this damn ring so bad. She brings it up every time she gets a chance. So,
no, I don't.
If I say up, you say grade. If I say down, you say upgrade. If I say ring, you say upgrade. Nigga, you want upgrade?
I like my ring.
I know, but you want the stone to be bigger. See y'all Instagrams out here. I be seeing y'all post y'all wedding rings on Instagram. But I bet if I put that little beep, 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 that thing on there, gonna be some fraudulent activity going on.
No, I'm fine.
I be seeing them big ass crystals. You can't fool the naked eye.
I'm fine with my ring, but got married. He's the one who upgraded the ring.
I'm going to upgrade the ring. So he bought the ring.
He was like, we're going to upgrade it at 5 years. Well, 5 years came and we were knee deep in baby land and
went to London.
It just priority.
And I paid for everybody to go to London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. So I wasn't expecting, like when he says he paid for everybody to go to London, we brought his parents with us. To watch Blake.
What you want me to say?
And help us with Blake at night.
Come on, give me your break.
And so that we could kick it outside of them and outside of Blake in London. So that's what we did for year 5. And then
it's been 7, 8, 9.
Year 6 and 7. We was beefing them years.
Yeah, we still went somewhere because we like to kick it. You know what I mean? We just had to figure out how to pull it together for a weekend
was it year 6 and 7? What are we on? We're on 8 now, right?
8 now, going towards 9.
Yeah. 6 and 7 was a little rocky, so I wasn't thinking about no ring upgrading.
Just thinking about how I'm gonna get my ring back. Like, I'm trying to say, listen, I'm gonna pawn that bad boy.
And he ain't even had no ring them years because he had lost them. Lost his.
That's right, but I got one now, straight from Amazon, $19.99. That's how much her ring costs. A lot more than $19.99.
We're not doing that.
Okay. How was your week?
You want no ring?
Nah, I don't need all like
simplistic guy. I asked you if you wanted diamonds in your ring.
You did. And if you're a guy and you're in that type of thing, then cool. But the majority of guys that I know, like real simple stuff like this, I can bang up, I can lose it, and I'll feel comfortable with losing it and banging it up. With something that has a little bit more flash and a little bit more je ne sais quoi, I don't want to be wearing it all out, man. No, I don't need all that now. You see some like designer rings and stuff like that. But once again, like I'm cool with this back in black. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need all that. I'm straight.
Okay.
So, but if you feel like, you want to buy me something, just give me a Rolex. You can trade this ring in and get a Rolex if you're just feeling like you need to do something.
What am I going to trade you with a $20 ring?
Huh?
What you mean?
I'm saying I can keep this ring, and if you want to just upgrade me, just give me a Rolex.
Okay, I got you.
I don't need no ring. I don't need no diamonds. I need a nice watch.
Watches all the time.
You should never buy me no Rolex, though.
All I could afford was a Movado.
If you get here, you give me a Rolex.
That's what I could afford.
Well, I thank you. And my Movados are nice. You got me a few of them. They look good. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if that's what you want to do, jump on out there. How was your weekend? Talk to me.
Yeah, I know I'm in the house.
Solitary confinement.
In baby land.
But somebody came to see you today, during the weekend, and you walked it out like
okay. So,
see,
I've had a lot of people do things for me over the past 5 weeks now. Most of it has been related to food.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
Like people have sent home cooked meals. People have sent Uber Eats, DoorDash gift cards. Some people have sent cash.
All that.
Like
love.
all the things. I've been, well taken care of. But then I had a friend last week text me and she was like, hey, are you up for going for a walk? And I was like, actually, I could use some sun on my actual skin. It's getting a little depressing in the house. So she was like, okay. She was like, well, let's go for a walk. So Friday she came over and I did tell her, I said, listen, it's going to be a slow walk. I don't have no pep in my step right now because
no pep in your step, no gas in your ass. You moving slow.
Yeah. Because the incision still hurts.
but it still her from walking her hot ass around Target for about 2 hours after we had already discussed a 15-minute Target run. Go ahead.
We'll come back to this story.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, she came to the house and we did like a 35-minute walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that was really nice. And I was just in there thinking, like, why don't we do this more often? So she said that she got the idea from some of her older friends. This girl is very social and she talks to anybody. She has friends of all ages. And so her older friends, instead of going out to eat all the time, they meet up and go for walks. And so she was like, you know, all my friends are in their 30s. I would like to start doing that as well. And so we did it, and it was like a nice little quick catch up. And so if you have a friend who's been in the house, if you have a friend who's going through something, it doesn't even be baby related, text and be like, hey, you want to go for a walk?
It's a fact.
And because this even expecting. And I didn't have to get in my car. She came to me. You know, it was no effort in my neighborhood. Like, we just walked the block, caught up, and it was nice.
There was nothing pressured about it. It just felt right. It felt like you were just getting your black ass up and going for a walk. But you know what I just thought about
the weather was nice too, which is good weather is just a good mood booster anyway.
It is.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the weather.
Nah, we can talk about it right now.
I was gonna say Target situation.
Oh, you want to go to Target? Here we go. Let me do it. We were in the car. And she was like, I want you to take me to Target today for like just a date and just to get out. I'm like, cool. But you know what, on second thought, I just want to go by myself. And I'm like, that's cool too. But I know you. I mean, what you know about me? I know when you go to Target, how much time you going to spend. I mean, yeah, you kind of right. So I said, how about this? I need to go and supervise you. Now, I don't need no supervision. I like, well, listen then. If you go to Target, you need to go for about 15 minutes. I know that. I'll be right back. 6 Target. 7:30. Still at Target. 8 opens up. I look at her. She look at me. Then we didn't say 2 words to each other. Later on that evening, my body hurts so bad. I ain't say shit. I ignored her the whole day. I just ignored her the rest of the night. She mad at me right now. Before we got on the mic, she was telling me that. But she mad at me because I just didn't want to say nothing to her because she just hard-headed. And I just don't understand. You just had a major surgery. Don't you understand? It confuses the hell out of me.
Mama, because my mama called me as I was leaving Target. She was like, India, you just had a major surgery. You need to go home. And I was already in the car going home at that point. But I did want to go to Target. I was not planning for it to be a long trip.
Well, it was.
However,
2 hours.
I haven't. So, like, I really didn't drive. I didn't really drive like the last 2 weeks that I was pregnant either. So, I got in the car. I drove. I was fine. Wasn't feeling any pain. And, that's what my doctor said. She said, you can drive as long as you're not feeling any pain. So I was like, okay, cool.
It's crazy.
So I drove. I got to Target. And, Target is big. Target is big, and so that's not my fault. It's the store's fault. And so I walked in, and I pretty much just made a loop around the store. And by the time I got, it was probably like 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
That's when I started realizing, I was like, oh shit, like my incision is kind of irritating me right now.
So instead of you stopping right there, you like, I'm going to tough it out.
I did. I toughed it out because I had come so far and I still had items on my list that I needed to get.
Well, motherfuckers will kill themselves.
So I just walked very slow. And when I came home, I put an ice pack on the incision and I got in the bed. And
you complained to me. Don't forget that part. After we talked about it. But yeah, and I was cool as she went out because I know being in solitary confinement because of COVID, we've all been there. We've all experienced COVID either directly or indirectly at this point. So when you quarantine, it's basically what she's doing now, but she gets to see people, but she's still kind of quarantined in the house. So, but weather, let's talk about it real fast. No matter what it is going on, weather alters, I can't even talk right now, the mood and the vibes. I didn't realize that on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I'm going for a walk. I said, man, it's a beautiful day outside. The vibes and the energy coming from weather made us like each other a lot more today, I feel like. We were happy. We were smiling at each other. I gave her the wink and the gun. I was like, well, this is a fun time. Now, today's been a little rainy.
And I actually went out in the sun. That's the difference. The vitamin D on your skin, it naturally boosts your mood.
I can give you some vitamin D on your skin in about the next 2 weeks. See how that boosts your mood. But anyway, neither here nor there.
You think you're going to be able to get some coochie in 2 weeks?
Probably not. The way you run around here and sit and then complaining every time you move. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to. But the good news about it, TMI, right? Here we go. Hope y'all enjoying it. We're about to take it there like we used to do back in the day. But last time when you had Blake, you were complaining about it not quite maneuvering right.
Oh, it wasn't.
You were like, you had to get some lubrication.
I did.
It was just you thought your vagina was broken.
Yeah. There was a lot of vaginal dryness.
We bought so much lube. But this time, nothing slipped out of the cooch. Came out of the cooch.
No. So nothing. No, it wasn't a vaginal delivery, but
so everything should be working right.
It could still be impacted because it's your pelvic floor, and so the belly has put so much pressure on your pelvic floor that I think that is what actually causes the vaginal dryness.
Okay, I don't know.
And so when we go to the doctor next week, we'll have to ask her to refer us to a pelvic floor physical therapist to fix those issues,
so the thing can get wet. Like it used to. But anyway, the weather.
Oh, I don't know what this thing is capable of at this point.
Yeah. Who knows? That shit, man. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little insight. Here we go. Because if you've been with us this long, you know that we had a miscarriage the first time. Second time. This is the third time. So this time, during this pregnancy, I think we were both a little apprehensive about getting some cheeks. So I let her be. Didn't really try to force the issue and be like, hey, give me some. Throughout those 9 months, I can count on one hand how many times we were able to get it in.
Yeah.
I can count on 2 fingers how many times we were able to get it in. And now, oh, my bad. I didn't tell you how the number did.
But I wasn't holding out.
No,
he had the invitation to come knocking. He was genuinely concerned about everything.
Yeah,
and I was too. Like, this pregnancy was not as easygoing and chill and as exciting as Blake's was.
Right.
Like, both of us, this pregnancy was filled with a lot of fear.
We were on edge.
Yeah.
Like, we both were like, man, can I get a clove? I asked her to go with her old stash. Give me one of those cloves. But anyway.
I didn't have a clove, but I had a blunt stash.
See what I'm saying? She's not lying. She had a blunt stash, found it the other day, and then asked me the weed expired. I said, what? Does weed expire? So everything we say is 100% true. We're not lying about none of this. She opened up the cabinet. Out. Is weed expired? I said, bro, you don't get that old Babbage out of here. What you talking about right now? It's weed. Anyway, neither here nor there. I say all that to say this. When the time comes, it's going to be a lot of coming, if you know what I mean. Give it up for me.
But like I said, I'm going to go to physical therapy so that we can make sure that we have the best experience possible. Because the first time we had sex first couple of times after Blake, it was just like, ooh. And like the man, I feel like the man, he'd be like so pressed. Like, I can't wait till that 6 weeks up. Like, I'm so ready. And like, it's just not comfortable for a lot of women. It's not. It's like you just had a human come down and then you got a penis going up. And the shit is shifted, okay?
But listen,
it's hard.
Speaking of hard, you don't understand how much we be missing our woman. We be like, golly. You walk around here naked, getting in and out of the bathtub, all in your body, and I can't do nothing for 6 weeks. We'll sit there with a rock penis. And you won't even push it. You won't even do something special for me. Just look at it.
Be weird.
It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Do something special like Bernie Max. You don't have any special activities going on.
No.
She was like, my pelvic floor broke. So was the little dangling thing in the back of my throat. Everything broke. What you want me to say, man? What you want me to say?
Are you done?
I'm done. Let's move on.
You
we
done?
ain't supposed to take it. Let me hit the button, man. Jesus Christmas. And I don't know why my buttons haven't been working over the past 2-3 weeks, man. I didn't even realize it until like the other day. I kind of skimmed through the episodes. When I'm skimming, I'm like, hold up. That doesn't sound pristine. But anyway, I'm going to fix it hopefully this week. We had a comment that I want to talk about from about 2 or 3 Instagram posts ago. And the comment said, that fantasizing or thinking about somebody cheating fantasizing or thinking about somebody should and is also considered cheating. And I find that hard to believe. But I want to kick it over to my lovely co-host to explain what she told me earlier off the mic.
In a way, I think so. It's kind of like a mental cheating. I mean, you're not actively doing something, but it's the thought that you are thinking about somebody else enough where that could become a possibility.
Does a mental cheat warrant a separation?
Well, shit, how do you know if you mentally cheating if you don't say anything?
So why do we have to classify it as cheating then? If I'm thinking about somebody, because I'm not telling you I'm thinking about that person. Now, you can catch me physically cheating. You can catch me on my phone. You can catch me in the act. You can catch me doing all that. Now you want to be in my mind too? Get out of there. I don't want you in there. That's for me.
Are you fantasizing about somebody?
I mean, I think we all fantasize about people. And she's about to say she doesn't. All right, let me rephrase. Think about when you're watching pornography. Here we go.
Well, I don't watch porn anymore.
But were you and I together?
Not enough. Yeah, but not enough.
Boy, the goalpost shifting.
No, it's
not enough.
When I watched it, it was just to get off, and that's it. I would never think about it and be like, oh, like I'm so pressed. Video that I saw,
yeah. I mean,
that's like. So what are you talking about?
Not thinking about that either. But in that moment, you are looking at somebody else. That comment was fantasizing about somebody else. Or looking at them. Like if you look at it, you look at a good looking dude.
What video did this come from?
I gotta go back. I don't know. It was one of the ones that had a lot of comments. So, wait. I don't know how I can find it though. But yeah. So I don't think so. I don't think that if you are sitting up there. I
think you're confusing what this question is. Fantasizing or thinking about somebody. It's like overly done. It's not like just looking at somebody saying like, have like a nasty thought about them.
Okay.
It's just like you if you're fantasizing about something, I think it's like a little bit further.
I got it. So if I'm sitting out all day, I'm sitting around the house, I'm thinking about Zoe Saldana all day. Like all I think about is Zoe Saldana.
And you're with somebody that's in front of you. And instead of thinking or tending to the person that's right in front of you, you're constantly thinking about somebody else. And I think too much of that is going to drive you away from the person that you're with.
I agree. Because what you're going to start doing innately is starting to compare the person that you're with to the person that you want.
Right, exactly. So in that case, like you just answered your own question.
I'll shoot us some bail because at first I'm like, man, ain't no way fantasizing or thinking about somebody else is cheating. I read that all wrong. If I was wrong, I can admit it the way you broke it down. But if you think about a person like once, is there grounds for a breakup or a divorce? Mentally cheating.
There's nobody that I think about like all the time. There's like a couple guys that I think are very attractive.
But see, that goes back to the question then.
Like Da Vinci, that man is.
The way he think about
Joy. Joy Chavez is
Talk
how
to
I feel
him.
about Da Vinci.
How she gonna disrespect me on this microphone like that? What if I shut the whole podcast down right now?
Bye.
See what I'm saying? Disrespectful wife.
But even with him, it's just like,
Is that cheating there?
no, because I don't like. It's like if I see a picture of him, it's like he's just like a nice looking guy. But I'm not sitting there thinking like, if I ever see him, this is what I want to happen. Like that's not anything that I've ever thought
If
about.
y'all believe that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you right now. If you saw that man out,
I think the more you talk, the more you say what you are doing.
I ain't doing nothing. Well, if I see Joy Chavez out, I'm going to have to call you and tell you, hey, I see you. You got to forgive me on this one. Is that me, queen?
No.
Damn. I thought we had an understanding with one another.
We don't.
I think we do.
No.
Come on, why you gonna do me like that?
If I slide out on you,
slide out.
I'm gone.
What you mean?
Like
you for the streets now? What you mean?
No, I'm not for the streets. I'm just not for you anymore.
So you saying if you slide out and you see Da Vinci, and
if I slide out, I'm making a very conscious decision that this is over because I'm not a cheater.
Well, you ain't gotta be a cheater.
Yeah, you do.
I ain't cheating on you. I just see joy. It's different.
Yeah, I'm not a cheater. So if
seeing joy and cheating is different. It's two totally different things. Like it's way different. Like way different.
You sound so stupid right now.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to be that. I'm gonna down this hill. Why can't I down this hill?
Anyways, like I said, if you see joy and you think you have a shot, which you do.
Oh,
you think you have a shot.
You being wild disrespectful right now. Wild disrespectful on this
And
mic.
you choose to do something with that shot.
I'm just gonna try.
Then
what
I'm
mean?
gone.
Look.
If I see somebody that I like and I choose
to try, it's gonna be different for girls.
Same thing. Like I'm gone regardless. So what I'm saying is that any form of cheating in this relationship,
I can't. But I gotta try.
I'm gone.
I gotta try though.
Like, just know what you're losing. You're losing your wife, your kids, your house. You're losing everything. Congratulations, buddy.
Hey, come on. Why'd you do me like that? 21. Will you do something for me? Well, speaking of cheating, then, what's the wildest way you've ever caught somebody cheating or been caught cheating? The wildest thing.
I don't have any of those stories.
Oh my God.
I don't, because like I said, I have never been a cheater.
Yeah.
The closest thing that I've come to was, okay, so I was dating this one guy in high school.
Uh-oh. You cheated on him? I can't believe
I don't know if we were on a break or if we were just kind of like...
always a break with a girl.
Or if the relationship was dwindling. Or maybe not. Maybe this... I don't remember. Anyways, there was another guy that I dated before him, and I really liked him. It's actually the same guy that you constantly accused me of cheating on you with.
This who she really wanted to be with.
But we never...
See what I'm saying? It's crazy.
But we were never together when I went on a date with this guy. Anyways, so I was dating this one guy in high school, and this guy, I think I had just seen him out at a party or whatever.
Yeah.
And then some kind of way, I think he asked me to like come to his house, but I was with Ophelia and some other homegirls. And so they just drove me by there and they sat outside and waited. So I just went inside and talked.
You did more than talk?
No, I didn't. I wasn't even having sex then with either guy.
I ain't seen
I was a virgin. So I just like went over there. We talked for a little bit. And honestly, this is when I decided that I was done because his socks stinked. They stunk.
Hold on, you got smelly socks.
Yeah, I was like, is it his feet I'm smelling? Like, I didn't know what was going on, but it was just such a turn off. And I was like, gosh, I'm like, no. So I like leave. Or actually, I think he texted me, was like, bro, we got to go. Because I think everybody had to be home at that point. So I went outside, and then some kind of way, I'm going to tell you the way afterwards. Because you know the person
I do
that snitched. Some kind of way. It got back to my actual boyfriend that I was over there.
A guy snitched or a girl snitched? Did they dry snitch? Did they like wet snitch? Was
a girl snitched. So I'm assuming that the guy whose house I was over told this girl. But
about
this
one of my
girl,
homegirls?
But this girl was best friends
I already know what you talking about.
with
The way you looked
my
at me,
then boyfriend.
the way she looked at me, I know exactly what she's talking about. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, so
That was so long ago.
that was so long ago. But like I said, other than that, I have never been a cheater. I have gotten cheated on.
So what's the wildest way you caught somebody cheating on you?
All the guys that cheated on me, I didn't find out until after. Like we had broken up.
They
so
told
like
you?
So like this one guy that I dated,
If I was cheating on you, you light-skinned forehead chump.
I called like no. We were good relationship. I thought we were good, and he called me one day and was like, "I don't want to beat you no more." The shit was so random, and I was like, "What?" Because actually, that was my first heartbreak. You can't so feel like I was sick.
And Donnell Jones over here.
I ain't see it coming. And so he called me. He didn't want to beat me no more, or whatever. And then I think it was like a couple weeks later, I found out that he had moved on. Or no. He had been cheating on me with some girl. Because he played basketball and he had went to like some sort of camp.
How the girl look now?
Or whatever. And he was a year older than me. I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, you know, you want to know that, like, how the girl
But it was like
look.
one of them things where I found out on Facebook.
Got you. She loves Facebook, by the way. She'll go back and look at her ex's profiles to see they doing bad. This is the kind of person she is.
No, I don't.
No, I'm just playing.
I don't give a shit about not one of my exes.
Would you be friends with one of your exes right now? Or is there a problem? And this came from a post that was on Instagram. What's cuz name? Ace Metaphor was saying that you should not remain friends with any of your exes. I think that it's okay if and only if it's been a certain period of time. Like she mentioned, if there was a friend, guy, she dated in high school, and all of a sudden they came back around for whatever reason, and she was his friend. Now, I'm not talking about no friend calling every day, checking on her every day. But if he came in town and wanted to grab dinner or something like that and wanted all of us to go out to dinner, like, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm 100% fine. Now,
I couldn't be friends with any of my exes.
The guy, if it was the guy right before me that you dated, nah, we ain't no friendship. What's a friendship?
No, I couldn't be friends with any of my guy friends. I'm going to tell you why. Because I think that if I gave any of them the chance to get back with me, they absolutely would. I feel like I'm the prize they got away with all them niggas. And I hate to be so cocky and confident, but I really feel like that.
It's that postpartum talking. What's up?
I really feel like I'm the one that got away. Like, and it's because of their like very weird activity over the years. They'll like follow, unfollow. I'll see them out. They scared to speak. And like,
they don't be scared to speak.
Or they'll speak and it be like too much, and you be like, nigga, relax.
Nobody's done too much before. I've never seen any of your exes do too much if they spoke to you. I've seen them be real timid, not because of me. I'm not saying like, I'm tough guy. No, I think this is the, you don't know what to expect when you see your exes out. So you never know like how things are going to go. If you speak, she might give you one of these. Like he might say, I'm cool. So it's always a barrier right there. You got to kind of find and feel your way around.
I speak. But.
Will you speak first? Exactly. See what I'm saying? So it's always a barrier right there. You won't speak first. It depends on who they are, right?
Okay. So one of my exes at a wedding.
Yeah.
And I would have spoke to him. He was being weird.
Yeah,
because you were there.
Yeah, people are listen, and I 100% understand, right? If you are with that said person, me and Indy together, she see one of her exes right there, and the guy doesn't speak because they don't want to be disrespectful, or they can speak and just shake the guy's hand first and then go to the young lady. And
he had nothing to lose. Like, there was no way that he could have thought anything because I was married and I was 6 months pregnant. So had he spoken, it just literally would have been like speaking to an old friend. Like, that's literally all it would have been. But the nigga was scared to make eye contact.
Now, in the same breath, the guy aced the metaphor went and said, if any person other than your significant other that you dealt with has seen you naked, then you cannot be their friend at all of the opposite sex.
Okay, you just said that and I lied.
I know.
I said there's not a single ex that has seen me completely naked.
That's what she just said.
But
I didn't say completely naked. Look how she had to give a disclaimer. It's not a single ex that's seen me completely naked. Well, naked from the goddamn waist down then. Anybody that has seen you naked, you can't be their friends.
That's fine.
I've
So
never
the guy
seen
that I lost my virginity to, obviously he's seen me naked.
And for guys, when the lights off, I ain't looking at you naked anyway. But they
The
in
lights
their
weren't
daytime.
off.
See what I'm saying? Disrespectful. I'm gonna shut the whole podcast. The computer almost shut the whole podcast down, but I'm gonna shut the whole podcast down. It's crazy. She had to go ahead and put a little disc. Well, nobody.
So you can't be friends with none of your exes.
Why not? I mean,
based on what you just said, any ex that has seen you naked.
Yeah. I mean, I moon people all the time though. Like I don't mind mooning people, so I do. That's just one thing. But my exes and I, we just. I mean,
That's nothing. There's not an ex and I. It's not.
We ain't got nothing in common.
It's not a nothing.
That's what I was saying. She shut it down. I can't get my statement out right now. You see what I'm saying? I can't say we and X in the same. You can't spell X without E and me. You see what I'm saying? You need a me to spell. Anyway, don't even worry about it. But going back, I thought about something. So going back to the question earlier on about fantasizing and cheating. What about going to the strip club together? Like if you and I were to go to the strip club together right now, would you be cool with that?
Yeah, we've been before.
But would you be cool to go right now? We've been before. Like we were young. I don't think we were even married.
No, we weren't.
So right now,
I mean, I don't particularly love strip clubs anymore.
Oh, okay.
But if we're like, for instance, I've never been to DC, period. But that strip club in DC, I heard it's incredible. So like if Baird and I went to DC and it was just two of us and, we had time to slide through there, then that would be okay.
Would you let me get some lap dances off?
Yeah, I don't care.
Would you let me smack some butt?
The fuck are you smacking butt for?
See what I'm saying? It gets crazy out here. If we go into this, what you want me to do? Like put my hands under what you want me to do? Would you smack some butt in the strip club?
So we had some friends. We went to the strip club.
Crazy.
We went to the strip club when we were in Vegas.
I got some stats to pull up.
We went on a trip to Vegas with some friends a long time ago. We went to the strip club, and one of the girls let her guy get a lap dance in the strip club. Yep,
they sure did.
They were married at the time. I think she paid for a lap dance, actually.
That's what I'm saying. Break me off.
And they're no longer together.
One doesn't have anything to do with the other. So
crazy. I don't know, like...
She could even pay for you, boy, to get old lappy lap. What's the problem? I'm with you. Because what's going to happen is...
There were 4 couples. There was only one couple that did that. And... they're
that
not,
doesn't have anything to do with why they aren't together.
It doesn't. It's just a coincidence. It's that
but that's a narrative.
That situation. Everybody else is still together.
What you doing? She worse than me right now. I think I don't know who's worse.
It has nothing to do with anything.
But I read an article.
Damn, what article? You get all the article facts today. Come on.
The New York Post said that when couples go to strip clubs together, that it enhances their love life.
Really?
That's what the New York Post said. And it makes things more interesting. And it also can cause problems too. I wrote the problems down. I have them in my notes. But it does spice things up. It makes you long for your person more.
I could see it spicing it up for that night. Like I could see... you going to the strip club with your spouse or whoever, and y'all having a good time. Y'all both grabbing asses. Y'all both getting lap dances. Y'all both having a ball.
Come on.
Then y'all go back to the room. Y'all have some more free.
Let's go.
But what's the negatives that come afterwards?
Yeah, the negative said it tests your confidence in your relationship. If you are on shaky grounds as is, and if you take your significant other to the strip club, it will only damage the relationship further because it will start to question your intentions.
Well, and that's why I said you're probably going to go home time for that night.
Oh, you're talking about but if you are confident.
If you're on bad terms, like you go to the strip club, y'all both lit, somebody's drunk.
Mm-hmm. But if you're a confident couple if you go to the strip club, I don't think it's gonna do anything to your relationship but make it stronger. Y'all gonna laugh, y'all gonna talk about some people.
Together. Like once we actually went together, it was for his birthday.
Together, yeah. I used to be a strip club king back in the day. I thought I was BMF and
but he was mad at me the whole time we were in the strip club.
Yeah.
But I understood why he was mad.
Mm-hmm.
It has absolutely nothing. Like when I say it has absolutely nothing to do with the strippers, like nothing. You know. It has everything to do with something that I did.
Yeah.
We got in a strip club because I was very drunk.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. Protect yourselves, kings. Protect yourselves at all. But no, I really thought I was BMF at one point. Like I thought I was in it. You couldn't tell me I wasn't, boy. Gold bottles. That was your boy. So yeah. Winning the strip club, and I, wanted to go with me if she was down, but she's approved. Not her style. Did not like it. And now I know this. I'm never gonna ask her to go, and I've also grown out of that.
It wasn't that I. Okay, so it wasn't that
I evolved. I found something I evolved in.
Very good.
Thank you.
It wasn't that I didn't necessarily like going to the strip club. It's just one of them things where it's like, I've seen one, I've seen them all. So, I had been to 2 of the strip clubs in Atlanta. I had been to the strip club in Miami several times. And at a certain point, it's just kind of like,
I like them all.
I've seen it. I don't got to see it again. Like, it's fine.
I got to keep seeing it. But I'm with you. I'm not seeing it. And we got to talk about this before we things. This is one of the big topics. My mom won't babysit her grandchild unless I pay her $20 an hour plus overtime. Is that not the most insane shit you've ever heard?
Not our mamas.
If my mom were
somebody else,
if my mom were to come to me and tell me that she's not babysitting, I'm gonna tell her, don't worry about seeing your grandchildren again. Simple as that. I think this question has an age limit to it because there's some young grandmas out there just being real. Realistically speaking, if I would have had a child in my teens, the child would probably be right now 17, 18 years old. That kid could be, I could be a granddad right now. I could be a granddad. I could be a granddad. You know, 10 to age of 26. I could be a granddad. My first cousin is 40 years old. Mm-hmm. She has a grandchild who's 5. See what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, she's a great person. But if her and her husband want to go out, she's not watching no grandkids. She's 40. She's trying to kick it. She don't want to go. Yeah, no. So I think that question comes with an age limit. My mom is 68. How old is your mom?
55.
So in that range, I think once you pass 50.
I could be wrong, but she's somewhere in there.
55 and above, they're going to keep their grandkids, no questions asked. The young grandparents, they out here trying to live.
I mean, okay. To say that they are obligated to keep their grandchildren, they're not actually obligated to keep your kids.
You got to be lying.
But to charge, I'm not paying you to keep your grandkids.
Come on, what are we doing right now?
Because I want you to build like a genuine relationship with your kids.
That's a fact.
I'm not paying you to build a relationship with them.
That's a fact. And then also you should want me and my wife to also have a strong relationship. You know what helps us? You keeping the kids for a few hours so we can go on a date. You build a relationship. Bridge between her cheeks and my, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to do. Build chemistry here and you build chemistry there.
So be like this time that we've had somebody in our house for 4.5 weeks now.
Every day we would have been out.
We would have been out a lot had I not just had a baby.
Every day. I'm talking about none, spending all the church's money, been out here. We would have went to Deja Vu. I would have asked her. If you don't know what Deja Vu is.
Now, I will say one day I do plan to go to Deja Vu just because I'm curious to see what's in there.
You know what?
Nashville is a strip club and the girls just can't be stacked like they are in the other cities. You know,
All right, well,
but you would think because Nashville is growing like the other major cities that you know maybe the strip club could elevate. But like when I went, what's the King of Diamonds is the one in Miami, right?
It's a different ball game right there.
Yeah, that is pure art. That's what that is. It's art.
Just it's something. It's something. I'm not fantasizing. Let's get that straight. I'm not cheating. Mental cheating. Oh, here we go. Oh. But it's something.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see, like, are they naked? Or is it a topless strip club?
Oh, yeah, because I think there are restrictions in Tennessee, right?
I don't know.
All right. Y'all hear it? As soon, and we're going to report back, as soon as we get ready to go back outside when she heals up, that's going to be one of our first stops.
When the baby gets a little bit older, because I told Bear asked me if I wanted to go to some party recently, and I told him crack is all I could think of, crack. Because I'm not going out in no large crowds when we got this newborn at home.
Yeah, in large crowds, okay.
But yeah, when she gets a little bit older, so maybe I'm thinking like a spring, like late spring, maybe. We're going to go to Deja Vu because I'm just curious to see what them folks looking like up in there.
Y'all heard her. We're going to report back. This is now something that we're going to make it a date. We're going to eat.
And we've been to a topless strip club before. One was in Vegas.
Yes,
and one was in New Orleans. So he's saying like I'm approved, but I've been to the strip club with him in Atlanta, Miami, Vegas, New Orleans. Like, I ain't no damn prude.
Every guy knows that there's etiquette when you're going to the strip club with your significant other versus going to the strip club with your homeboys. If you act the same way as you do with your homies as you would with your wife, divorce. Don't play yourself. Listen to me.
So what the hell y'all doing?
I knew she was about to say that. We really just go in there and read the Bible and say, do you know the Lord? You need to put some clothes on, girl. You exposing your body. You shouldn't be doing nothing like this.
That's why you stopped going to a strip club. You was doing shit in there you ain't had no business doing.
I was praying for them that they stop sinning, because I am a devout Christian man.
And the thing is, other people, like, they can always lean back on the fact that they drunk. So whatever he does, or if he thought he could do something,
I be drunk.
He doesn't drink alcohol. So whatever he would do, he's like completely coherent.
I be drunk on
which
life.
Is grounds.
You can get so high off the life, man.
For you to get less.
Yeah, y'all see you hold up. Pucker your lips up on something else. I had to talk about this. I know you like, hurry up. I gotta go. You ain't gotta do nothing.
Yes, I do.
Wrap it up. We should have wrapped it up a few times, huh? There was another clip, or not a clip, but a post we got to talk about. And I think it was dead wrong, but we're going to talk about it anyway. The clip said that men spend on average 7 hours a year in the bathroom to get some peace and quiet. I want to go ahead right now and tell all the ladies this damn lie. I spend about 6 hours probably a week in the bathroom trying to get some peace and quiet. It always starts off as I'm shaving, and then it turns into like, I'm just gonna sit here for a little while. Just you have the clippers running in your hand. You're like, I'm shaving a little bit slower than I would normally because the day is outside. You want to be inside.
He sent the article to me, and I said, I'd argue that women probably spend more time than the men in the bathroom.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Because the only thing I'm missing when I'm in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, just scrolling my phone, is a squatty potty, so my feet don't fall asleep.
Hey, listen, I sit on the sink sometimes, not like bare ass, but I got my clothes on. I just sit on the sink, feet dangling off the sink, just dangling and hanging, just living my life. But yeah, I do believe that the average man probably spends about 6 hours in the bathroom a week away. They be the people that they go and survey. I want to see it.
That's a luxury.
I want to see it.
Men should not be spending 6 hours a week in the bathroom.
Why not? It's 7 days a week. It's an hour a day. So you mean to tell me if you go poop, let's say 2 times a day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30, you got to take a shower. I'm not saying how long it always starts off as something else, and then it turns into mental health.
Now It's true.
So that's what I'm saying. So you spend 7
then,
hours,
like, I'll
you're
be
nasty.
sitting there on
A
the
year?
toilet and Blake will come in. And I'm just sitting on there scrolling my phone and Blake will come in. And I just be like, privacy, please.
That's all you got to say. He'll walk back out. And you know what's crazy? So she messed up and got me a gift. She got me a waterproof speaker that can smack on the side of the shower when you're in there. Sometimes I cut my favorite pod, a good audio book, and I just let the water run off my back. And I just be standing up, listening to podcasts, listening to audio books. But yeah, I don't know what they want. Who knows?
I need to listen to it because you didn't get his folder today.
Man, all they gonna do is talk about the field trip. We know what they want.
That's why I need to know.
They gonna leave a message, I promise.
Do they leave a message?
Every time they leave a message, they calling me. It's gonna be a message left.
It better be a message. I'm irritated.
School, that's what we're talking about right now. Oh my God. I wanted to tell a story before I left here. With all that being said, don't confuse it, people. Men spend 6 hours a week. That's my relationship, really, in the bathroom. And a pro tip for all the guys out there. What you really need to figure out is this. How early can you wake up to get away for a minute? I wake up at 5:30 every morning. Not so much because I like waking up at 5:30.
Yeah, you do.
It's because it's the only time I got a little peace and quiet. 5:30, I'm up. I ain't gotta worry about nothing but me. Nothing. I can do whatever I want between 5:30 and 6:30. I don't care how long I take. Nobody's bothering me. That's my time. But I do like waking up at 5:30.
I'm gonna say he likes waking up at 5:30. He asked me today how I'm able to stay up so late at night.
Nocturnal. I'm talking about.
We got up to feed and change Shy.
Yeah.
This morning, I guess. So it's like 3:30 down there, and he drunk in that hour.
So now it's 1 o'clock. I be drunk, but at 3 o'clock, I be coming off my hangover.
He be struggling. He goes downstairs, makes the bottle. I pick her up. I change her diaper. He comes back upstairs. He feeds her. I go downstairs to get my pump parts. I pump, and then I go put my milk in the refrigerator. And at that point, it's like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm up now. So
yeah, once I'm up.
I like washed some bottles. I made Blake's lunch.
Speaking of Blake, we always got to give a Blake update. I feel like we got to do this. We went to the Discovery Science Center this weekend in Murfreesboro. I try to take him somewhere every week because he needs some attention, right? You got to make sure your first child still gets the attention that he needs. It was a kid in the Discovery Science Center. I hate to talk about people. I think maybe...
Don't say what you called that little boy.
I can't say that?
No.
Well, I can't tell the story.
It's so terrible.
Know, hey, man, we almost done. Okay, I'll open it up. I spoke him up. Now he's in here. But it was a kid. Hey, tell them about that kid at the Discovery Science Center.
No, you're shy right now.
He's shy. But in the meantime, in between times, if somebody came and interrupted, can you leave, please, sir?
Interrupt. I didn't erupt.
There's a kid there. Smacked the table that my son was playing on and said, I'm like, bruh, what the hell are you doing right now? I was so taken aback because this kid was terrorizing everybody. The Discovery Center is for children ages 2 to about 7. This kid had to be every bit of 11 to 13. Couldn't really figure it out. He was kind of a chubbier guy, had colored hair, and he had a tie-dye shirt on. And I called him something that she told me I can't say because it's very insensitive. But when he did that, I told him either move or I was going to beat him up. I didn't feel like comfortable, like going to find somebody. But when my mom was scared, because my mom was scared too. I'm like, hey man, you need to take your ass on. I didn't say ass, but I like, you need to go on. I just kept telling him to move on or it's going to be some problems. He was like, he kept doing this. All of a sudden it got funny to me. So he I'm by the elevator.
No, before you say that, because some kids will do stuff like that and they have like a disability. You just be clear that that's not what the case was.
No, I wasn't gonna call
terrorizing
him
everybody in the place.
Everybody in the place he was terrorizing, so much so that it's what I was about to get to. A lady was about to get on the elevator and she had seen him too. She was like, "Nah, you go ahead." He like, No, come on in. And she like, "Nah, you go." He like, "No, come in." She like, oh, she had her baby on the front of her. She got ready to walk in the elevator. I kid you not. The man hit the closed elevator door. The elevator door almost closed on her. The lady looked at me. I said, "I know you did the right thing at first. You try to wait." She was like, "Is he's been doing this all day?" I'm like, "It's what he's been doing." This kid scared my kid so bad he don't even want to talk about it right now. I decided to say this: watch who your kids go out with. Do not drop them off by yourself because people are crazy as hell outside. Tell the people you find you.
India.Marie on Instagram.
That's it. You can find.
I ain't got nothing else to say. He be expecting me to say something different every week. He say the same when I say the same thing. He want me to say something else. I know where to find me.
Listen, we talked about something. We're gonna get a social media manager because you can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Sure to follow She&I Podcast and leave us a message if you want to on Gmail. She&I Podcast at gmail.com. Link to the YouTube. Oh, it's there. Hit subscribe, hit follow so you will know when the vibes are up. The visual experience is a lot clearer than the audio. You see what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.